Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Hello, Toastmasters, and welcome to SD. Because I have known the torment of thirst, I would dig a well where others may drink. This is quoted to Ernest Thompson Seton, one of our greatest naturalists. He was very instrumental in helping Walt Disney with a lot of his nature programs. He was also the coordinator of the Boy Scouts of America in 1905 when he started here in the United States. And he was very interested in helping young people. One day back east, his wife had cooked 2 berry pies, and she put them on the shelf to cool off. 2 young boys came along and they smelled the pies, and boy, they wanted a treat. So they took the pies. And Ernest Thompson Seton knew who they were, so he went after them. Not to disparage them, but to say, would you like to join an organization that I have to become a little better as a citizen? And they did. After Ernest Thompson Seton started the Boy Scouts of America, he started another group called the Woodcraft League of America. It was a group similar to the Boy Scouts. However, it was not as uniformly, you didn't need a uniform to dress. It was more on the Indian lifestyle. And it was more along nature, I meant. And so I belonged to that group for quite a long time and was a counselor at different camps around Southern California, Lake Arrowhead, Palmdale, on the Andes National Forest. So Ernest Thompson Seton got this organization going. Why? To benefit other people. Now there's a similar case that we can look at with regard to helping people, and that is our founder, who founded Toastmasters International in 1924. He was a tenacious person in that he was the director of education for the YMCA back east. And he knew young men needed to help themselves to become better speakers. So he started groups back there. But when he left, those groups just floundered. So he finally came to San Jose, California, and started another group there of Toastmasters. And again, that one floundered as well. He went to the YMCA in Santa Ana and started the group in 1924, and that just flourished all over the world. We have something like 1,500,000 members, and all different countries throughout the world. And his objective, again, was to help people help themselves. And that's what we're doing this evening, very, very much so. On the 4th of July here, we cannot forget those members of our society who have served beyond measure. I had the pleasure the other day of meeting with a World War II veteran, 88 years old. Peter Stewart is his name. And I became acquainted with Peter through the newspaper, in that recently there's been a reporter who's been reporting on World War II veterans. I don't know if many of you read that or not. But in this particular case, and I've been very interested in all those articles, in this particular case, Peter was a member of the 10th Mountain Division. Now the 10th Mountain Division was very, very unique. They were skiers, they were mountain climbers, and they were rappellers climbing mountains. In the campaign in Italy, along the Po Valley, the Germans were entrenched on this main ridge called Belvedere Ridge. And the 10th Mountain Division, at night, climbed these steep hills with rappelling and surprised the Germans to the extent that, how in the world can anyone get these steep cliffs? The 10th Mountain Division did that. And they broke through the German lines. Very, very stoic men, men who had determination, men who knew what had to do, and men who continued on despite very, very dire circumstances. And so these members of the military who have fought for our freedoms, and many of them did not come back from those fightings in Japan and also in European theater. We owe a lot to them. They gave us what we know now as our freedoms. They gave us the ability to move forward in our lives. They gave us the ability to realize what we have in this country. Ernest Thompson Seton had an idea. Dr. Ralph Smedley had an idea, our founder. And of course, the men who fought and died for us wanted to cause us to have freedom, not for the families, but also for themselves as well. And so, this evening, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests, what are we doing in our lives to help others? What are we doing in our lives to help others? Are we giving a service to others? Or are we just receiving? Or are we giving?